Hi everyone, it's me, Joe Borders, obviously over here. If you're seeing this video, you've probably been linked to it through either my website or some other thing on Facebook. Wanted to announce something today. I've been, I have a lot of friends and colleagues who've been wondering what I've been holding myself up in my office doing for several months now. So I'm ready to announce this thing. Basically what I've done, here, I'll click here, this is my website. I have created a therapist directory for the greater Sacramento area. Basically it's going to work kind of like Psychology Today, but there's a couple things it does that are a little bit different. So I just wanted to show you guys around and a little bit of what I'm doing. It's not quite ready yet. Actually, I could probably launch it tomorrow, but I really want to make sure it's really polished before it's released. So there's a couple things I'm still working on. Actually, this screen you're looking at right now is a staging area for some coding I'm doing. So this thing isn't quite integrated yet. So we're going to close this. I'm just going to show you around a little bit. So I'm planning on launching on the 29th, again, so that I can give myself lots of time. Scrolling down here, what I'm going to have on the front page is we're going to have a search bar here, so people will be able to search things. So we've got, you can search by name or certain issues, and then cities. And then scrolling down here, what I'm going to do is all members who have a listing on the site will be eligible to be a featured blogger every week. And I haven't figured out how I'm going to do this yet. I might just pull names out of a hat or something. But I'm basically going to host every week, host a person's blog on the site to kind of promote them and help promote the site. And then scrolling down here, we're going to have featured therapists, and you can feel free to wander around this if you want. I've got the page blocked for signing up, but keep in mind that a lot of this is still in draft form. For example, my name is not Jane Doe. But this is how the page will generally look. There'll be 3 featured therapists here chosen at random. And then going down here, there's some more information. Oh, I did not tell you. This is called SacWellness. Okay, so moving along here, I've got a list of things I'm supposed to show you. Okay, so going back here, like I said earlier, you can search for any particular issue. I'm just going to go for Alzheimer's because it's up there. So these will be the search results. You'll essentially have your image here with a little blurb about yourself. I don't have that much here yet. Wife wrote several of these. So I think there's something in here about becoming an awesome therapist through unlocking the powers of being a Super Saiyan. Yeah. But anyways, so here we have a map. So people looking for therapists will be able to click on different locations. So if you look over here, there's Roseville. You can zoom in. And the 2 there indicates that there are 2 therapists in Roseville right now. So there I am. So you'd click my link. And then the pages are going to be laid out a little bit differently than what you would normally see on Psychology Today or any other site. So what we've got here is they're laid out so that you can put in a gallery of images that will scroll at the top. You're also able to select a featured image, like this is my featured image, which shows up on the map and on this little guy right here. But going back to that, some other things that are going to be a little bit different. You're going to have the ability to post a YouTube video here if you want. Here I am on the map. You can zoom out and everything. There's your website. It links directly to your phone number, unlike Psychology Today that does that weird thing with some fake number, which actually is helpful for them because it helps them track how many referrals you get, but we will find a way around that. And then down here, there's a contact form, and Another thing that's a little bit different, we're going to have the ability to have, you can have up to 2 FAQ questions that you design yourself. So people just click on these to open them. So that is different. Let's see here. Gallery, YouTube, FAQ. Oh yeah, that's right. Okay. Also, I have the ability on here. We'll go back home. So I wanted to make this really browser friendly because generally a lot of other sites rely on the idea that you know exactly what you're looking for when you get here. So I've designed SacWellness in a way that's more browser friendly. So you go to Browse By, and then you can search by location, insurance taken, issues, and treatment approach. I'm also in the process of adding language. I've got all the categories for that right now, but the coding is a little, there's crazy coding stuff. It's just what it is. So moving on with that, here's what you see when you search for a therapist in your area. We've got all the different areas covered by SacWellness. So you can see we're basically going from Davis all the way to El Dorado Hills, and then from Auburn all the way down to Elk Grove here. So, and then also, I haven't set up the images for this yet, but you can search specific Sacramento neighborhoods. So, the way this is going to work is, unlike other therapist directories, when you sign up as a therapist, you're basically going to indicate the city your office is located in. And then clients will search by cities. I was thinking about it the other day. I'm probably going to integrate zip code at some point, but I was thinking, really, when somebody's looking for a therapist, I don't know so much that they care the proximity to their actual physical address. I think they more just want a general idea of who's in this city, because I don't know. I don't think it matters that much exactly where you are aside from just general area, but also some people might not want to see somebody who's right next door. Also, another problem I've noticed, so Psychology Today does zip code right off the bat. You can search other things, but I know personally, I'm in Roseville. I live about 2 miles away from my office, but when I put in my zip code in Psychology Today, my office doesn't load because it's in a different zip code, even though it's right down the street. So this, to me, is a better solution. We'll see how it works, and I may add zip code searching later. Actually, I'll probably do it no matter what, but moving on here, you can also search by insurance accepted. We've got all the major ones here, I think. Might end up adding more later. Therapeutic approach. Got all your stuff here. And then, and all of these pretty much lead to, they pretty much lead to a page where all the therapists who work with that particular approach will be listed here, and then we'll have a blurb here, pretty much for Google to know what the page is about. Then, here we have all the specific issues that people might work with. And I wanted to show you this one because I'm kind of proud of this. I got images for all of these. I'm still working on it, but we basically have banner images on the top. So you see here you'll have, for this one, Alzheimer's. And then there's a description here. And then all the therapists who treat Alzheimer's will be listed down here. So we've got Alzheimer's, just going through a couple of these because I think they're pretty. Autism spectrum disorders, bipolar, couples therapy, polyamory, narcissistic personality disorder. Oh, that's not the one I wanted to show you. Anyways, LGBTQ counseling, gender therapists, grief and loss, pregnancy, and therapists who work with new parents. So, let me take a look at my list here and see if there's anything else I need to tell you. The only other thing I've got here is, why am I doing this? I'm expecting some people will ask that. Well, I get other therapists who ask me how I've done so well in my own private practice. I've been at it for 3.5, 4 years. oh God, is it 4.5 years now? Anyways, at this point, I'm pretty much full. I've got a pretty consistently full practice of private pay, and I do it by marketing and doing work on the internet and SEO. If you're not familiar with that, that's search engine optimization. That refers to some of the things you do to make Google consider your site to be relevant. Some of that might be like these blurbs I'm putting here. If I just had a page that just said therapists who work with new parents and nothing here, then Google might not consider it as authoritative of a source. Little things like that cumulatively add up to you being ranked higher. There are ways that I won't talk about this later, but there's a lot of ways that listing on SacWellness will be able to help you with your SEO and rank higher. And we actually have, because I've been trying to explain, I've explained this to a few people. Actually, I've only talked to like 4 people about this now. This is kind of a big deal, but sites like Psychology Today are big, huge, sometimes international organizations, and being a local source, SacWellness really has the opportunity to outrank Psychology Today eventually. It's going to take some time to get there, but we'll do it. And as such, when I launch this thing on the 29th, what I'm planning on doing is essentially through May, I'm going to offer everyone 3 months free. And then after that, $15 a month. So for those of you who are familiar with other things, I think Psychology Today, I think Good Therapy and Theravive are all $30 a month. You get a magazine with Psychology Today and stuff, but I'm going to charge $15 and keep it that way. And I'm going to do my best to advertise this thing and get it up there in the search engine rankings. And this is what I've got. So, thanks for taking a look. And I will talk to you guys again in like 3 weeks when I launch this thing. All right, thanks for watching. Bye.